Hello, it's Thursday, March 5th. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on Up to the Minute. I'm Dr. Andrea Bonner, Chair of HCC's Consumer Arts and Sciences Center of Excellence, and here's more information on where to find us. We're on Houston City College District Facebook page, not HCC, and YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCC TV at noon, 5 and 10 p.m., Monday through Friday. For Throwback Thursday, we will turn back the hands of time to celebrate Texas's robust history with a member of the state's historical commission, Austin Long, who is the interpreter and educator of Fort Martin Scott Historic Site. He will give us a sneak peek to Frontier Fest, a celebration of all things Texas. From the San Jacinto Monument to the battlegrounds of Bexar County, the Texas Historical Commission catalogs all the major events that made this state great. In 10 minutes, we'll be right with you, Austin. But first, it's time for the latest Eagle news, updates from across Houston City College system, a place where we share the latest stories and events with students and faculty and support our mission for student success. If you have a story you'd like for us to feature here on Up to the Minute, we'd love to hear from you. For general inquiries or to share story ideas, you can email us at hcc.uptotheminute@hccs.edu or give us a call at 713-718-6395. Today, we're highlighting two student life events that just took place on campus. Mardi Gras is an annual tradition that celebrates one last party before Lent. Made famous by the music, food, and beads of New Orleans, the Houston City College Student Life Department brought a small taste of the Big Easy to Central Campus. Let's take a look.
Mardi Gras has been celebrated in New Orleans, but they also do it in Galveston now and definitely in Houston. But Fat Tuesday is what they call the final day of the entire month of Mardi Gras for Louisiana. Basically what it's saying is let the good times roll. We're just celebrating life, celebrating laughter, and just being able to make sure people have a tendency of being able to have a great time. The ultimate thing is break the monotony. We know people are stressed about so much that's going on in this country. This is an opportunity for people to celebrate. We do it around different types of foods out of Louisiana. So today we're gonna have some gumbo.
I like all student life events. Me and my friends, we try to go to as many as possible, especially since we graduating this spring. I know last year I wanted to go to the Mardi Gras, but I had class, so my friends definitely they said, oh, we had a ball, it was real, so I'm having real fun this time.
I personally love all student life events, and I try to go to as many as possible, but I will say Mardi Gras is definitely my favorite because I always look forward to the gumbo.
I really love coming to HCC because I feel such a sense of community and it's such a sense of family, and I really enjoy not only the cultural events, but again the sense of family that these cultural events provide, and I get to learn new cultures. So I grew up with I grew up Cajun. I grew up celebrating Mardi Gras, and so it's really fun and really nice to see that my college community and college family does the same.
4 and turn, 2, 3, 4, face right, 2, 3, 4, left, 2, 3, 4, and kick, 2, 3, 4, and turn.
And the world is stressful, classes are stressful. It's hard to be on the go all the time. So not only family, but it also is a sense of you get to escape and just have fun you don't have to care about the world for a little bit. So yes, I really would recommend this to all my friends.
Here at Houston City College, we have a lot of different students from so many different backgrounds, and some of them don't know about Mardi Gras or what it entails, but the good thing about it is when they show up, it's going to be welcoming. It's going to be at a point where it allows them to be able to get to know some other students. And one of our biggest things is they need to be able to foster new relationships outside of the relationships they already have. So this is a great place to be able to do it. We tell them to leave their frowns outside bring your smiles. We know you may have come just out of class, but the beautiful thing about it, it's a break of monotony, some great music, some great fun. We're gonna have a second line band here today. They can get free t-shirts, they're gonna get something to eat, and just be able to have a great time for the next hour and a half. Look, I wanna let everybody know, listen, if you did not show up here today, I wanna let you all know you've missed something extremely wonderful, but let me tell you something, don't miss it in the future. So if you don't know anything about Fat Tuesday at Mardi Gras, make sure you keep it locked to hccs.edu, and you're gonna see some wonderful pictures on the Flickr, and if not, just try to be in the know. One of the things I always say, this is a great time for you to be nosy. Happy Mardi Gras.
Next up, students can check out the Student Life event calendar for updates on the next great event from the Student Life Department. And just in time for spring, another recent event is encouraging everyone to break out their green thumbs. The Gardening Club recently held its monthly plant swap at the Katy campus, giving students and community members the chance to pick up a free plant. One student is also taking advantage of his agriculture course here to help him graduate faster from Sam Houston State University.
This event is the Katy Plant Swap. It's a monthly event where community members from Katy get together and trade plants with each other. There's a few different ways to get involved. We have the HCC Garden Club, where any student can join the Garden Club, and we have announcements through the Garden Club that tell you about all of these events. Also, we have a sign up on our table. You can sign up in our office. There's a QR code you can scan where you can sign up for all the events that we have upcoming. Check our newsletter. In the plant swap, they also give out free plants.
As of, I believe, starting last year in the fall, we've combined together with them to go ahead and start inviting the Garden Club and create a community, including HCC since we're already here in the area. Sometimes we'll have it at the old Katy patio bar over there, and students are welcome to join. And we're actually really excited because we've started getting some speakers to come and join us and start having these classes. So it's a learning experience for everyone who is interested in gardening. So the Gardening Club was founded this past fall. Things have been kind of in the talks over the summer, but it was kind of hard to find members because no one really knew about us. But the greenhouse that we have out back of Katy campus had actually been built, I think, this past spring, last spring of 2025. And so far we've just been doing a little bit of small things, but gradually growing into it because in the fall there's not as much to do for planting.
It's true, that's true.
But now that we're in spring, we're having a bunch of seeding workshops. So almost every Thursday now, we're having seeding workshops where we provide the seeds, the trays for it, and we'll help water if you're unavailable to. And students are also available to go ahead and request a spot in the greenhouse.
So what you'll do is take classes at HCC, but they are Sam Houston State classes. So basically, you're a Sam Houston State student, but you'll be taking the classes in HCC, so it's a bit more convenient. So you don't have to go all the way to Huntsville and start paying four-year college tuition rates. It's more in line with like HCC, so you're able to go to HCC, take your, knock out all the classes you want to take here, and start getting, into your major.
This is a monthly event. So we have community learning workshops at least once a month. We're trying to do them twice a month now. If you sign up on our newsletter, you can find out about these events.
We're always happy to have more members. Feel free to join us on Eagle Engage. And if you're interested in the plant swap like we're having right behind us, you can find us on Instagram and on Facebook for that. So feel free to see when we're having our next class, and we'll be happy to have you.
As we wrap up today's Eagle News, the Plant Swap is a monthly event and they welcome new speakers every month. If you don't have a plant, you can get one for free. Coming up after a quick break, we'll be joined by Austin Long from the Texas Historical Commission, who will tell us about Frontier Fest and why you'll want to come out and celebrate.
For over 50 years, HCC has been here for you. Affordable, accessible, focused on your success. This is your college, growing, evolving, expanding with you. More bachelor's degrees, stronger workforce training, online learning with global reach. A A new name, the same mission, bigger vision. Houston City College. Local focus, global reach. Register now at hccs.edu.
Our individual voices are powerful, but not everything has a voice. Let us be a voice to the voiceless. It's time to speak up for nature.
There have always been a few, ready to fight and win. Since 1775, these few have been Marines, and they come from across this land to defend the future of our nation. This year, our Corps celebrates 250 years, and Marines are proud to serve this country, each other, and all that is still to come for America.
When I came back from the war, I was barely hanging on by a thread. I'm here today because of Tanya's relentless efforts in trying to get me healed. And says, Michael, I know you've got a plan to take your life today, but if you give me just 5 more minutes to love you.
5 more minutes, 5 more minutes, honey, 5 more minutes to love.
Michael has actually taught me what it looks like to accept help.
It's Kyle's last spin on his turntable from college.
Yeah.
And the first day of Kira's new career in IT. It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you love get to start a new life too.
Childhood cancer it's a long road. It's hard, but St. Jude has gotten us through it. St. Jude is hope that you have a chance at life. And it goes such a long way for every child diagnosed with cancer because the research is being shared all over the world. It's awesome.
Poison Help is a free 24/7 hotline that answers all of your poison questions in over 100 languages.
Hello? Poison Help?
Hello? When poison happens, we're here for you. Just call Poison Help, 1-800-222-1222.
Moving on to our Throwback Thursday guest, Austin Long, interpreter and educator of the Fort Martin Scott State Historic Site. The first fort established in the state of Texas was in Fredericksburg, and in a few weeks, a one-of-a-kind celebration of the city and state will take place there again. Austin Long is an educator with the Texas Historical Commission at Fort Martin Scott. He's here to talk with us about the fascinating story of the state and the festival in Fredericksburg that celebrates it. Welcome to the show, Austin.
Hello, I'm glad to be here. So we are having Frontier Fest on April 4th, and we are very excited to talk about that.
Great. Well, we are excited to have you. Again, thanks for joining us. So can you start off by giving us some historical context on why Fredericksburg played such an important role in the early history of Texas?
Yes, ma'am. So we are located in Fredericksburg, Texas, only about 2 miles away from Main Street. We are one of 42 historic sites under the Texas Historical Commission Historic Sites Division. What a tongue twister, right? So we were actually the very first frontier fort in Texas. We were established December 5th, 1848. This really helped Fredericksburg grow the economy during the 19th century, allowing a lot of settlers moving from San Antonio through the Fredericksburg area all the way to El Paso. The main reason why we were established was to provide protection against the tribes that were in the area. They were very hostile to the settlers that were moving in. So the military plopped themselves in Fredericksburg. We have a short history. We ended up being abandoned by the U.S. military in 1853, so only about 5 years we were actually operational. So it's a fascinating story, and I wish I had a lot more time to talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you could give us a lot of history that we're not aware of. So thank you for giving that historical context. So next, we've heard there will even be a camel representing the famous Camel Corps at the festival. Can you tell us the story behind the Camel Corps and its connection to Texas history?
Yes, ma'am. So, 1856, the numbers on the research are a little spotty sometimes, but 47 camels, to my understanding, were given to the United States for the U.S. Camel Corps. Our history, unfortunately, the military already abandoned the site, so we were already abandoned at that time, but we were in consideration for the U.S. Camel Corps headquarters. It was actually put about 20 miles south of Kerrville at Camp Verde. But the U.S. military decided that, camels can go an extra 300 miles and carry an extra 300 pounds than a mule or a horse. So they thought that was a really good idea until the breakout of the Civil War, and then it kind of fluttered away.
Wow, that's very interesting to learn about. So when many people think about the founding of Texas, they often think of battles and wars, but what was everyday life like for settlers during that time?
So for the military and Fredericksburg in particular, there's never going to be a Hollywood movie made about us. It was very mundane life. They woke up very early. They tended to the garden that was on post. They got water from the creek. They built the buildings. To my understanding and my research of the site, there was never any skirmishes or battles or anything like that that were in Fredericksburg proper. Not until a little bit later on, after the military left, is when those attacks started happening more often.
Wow, thank you for sharing that as well. So one of the professions highlighted at events like this is blacksmithing. What was the role of blacksmiths? Why was the role of blacksmiths so essential to early Texas communities?
So the blacksmith was very important for allowing the military and different settlers to not necessarily rebuy different things. So they were recycling a lot of different things like horseshoes, nails, all that fun stuff. So the blacksmith played an important role. We actually had a immigrant that was from Ireland. His name was James Godmine. He got paid $40 a month to be a blacksmith at Fort Martin Scott, which is probably twice the amount of the commanding officer. So it was a pretty good gig, in my opinion.
Well, and for those who may not consider themselves big history buffs but enjoy good food, will there be Texas barbecue at the festival? I know we've got some great Texas barbecue here in the state.
So, we have something similar to Texas barbecue. So there's a local food truck. It's called Mac and Wagon. They do have mac and cheese with briskets, chicken, all these different types of barbecue. So they actually barbecue it prior to the event and then bring it. So they're a fan favorite in the local area. And then the other big vendor at the event will be a brick oven food truck. So those are two local food trucks that we brought in, and we really wanted to make sure that we represent the community as much as possible because a lot of people are going to be coming from Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and might not know, those local favorites.
Great. Well, that sounds yummy when you said mac and cheese with brisket and some of those things. So I would love to come down just for that. So if people would like to learn more about the Texas Historical Commission or this event in general, where can they go for more information? And I know we've got a little time if you would like to share anything extra, whether it's about the event or the commission in general, feel free.
Yeah, so the event, we're going to be having it April 4th, like we said earlier, 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So we'll have beer, wine, and a good representation of what living historians will bring. So we do have a lot of Texas Historical Commission sites. Fort Griffin, Fort Lancaster, Fort McCavitt will all be represented. We will have some Texas Parks and Wildlife sites at Shannon Rock right down the road. And then Pedernales Falls State Park, we will have those. And then a lot of volunteers, dedicating their own time and their own resources to come out and help us with this event. So we will have Longhorns out there as well from the state official Longhorn herd. So if you guys are into Longhorns, we got them. And then the big thing for live music, we'll have the Bad Habits and Jake Martin. They will be performing smaller bands, but they are semi-local to Texas. And then we have another event that's going to be coming up during the summer. If you guys aren't able to come out to this one, the best way to keep updated with our events is going to be Facebook, Fort Martin Scott State Historic Site on Facebook. Also our website, thc.texas.gov /Fort Martin Scott. But the summer camp, summer adventure days. So we're going to have an Oregon Trail like video game in real life. So a lot of people remember playing the Oregon Trail when they were kids, and now those people have kids. So we're calling it the Texas Frontier Trail, where the kids will be thrown out on the frontier and try to survive and navigate the different stations and locations throughout the state of Texas. So we did this program last year. It was our first year doing it, so there was some hiccups, different places, but I think we've really we've mastered it almost in a way. So we are adding different historic sites with that as well. The forts, like I said previously, Griffin, McCabe, and Lancaster, and then also Kreutter Brewery in LaGrange, and then Landmark in Castroville. So we'll have a really good mixture of military with civilian historic sites. So we actually just had a meeting yesterday, and they're going with these stations, and the activities they're definitely going to be messy. So make sure you bring an extra pair of clothes if you do come.
Well, I'm excited to learn about all of this event and all the other events that you've got going on. Any last words about the Texas Historical Commission in general for people that may want to get involved or just find out more, whether it's about Texas history or anything else?
Yeah, so we do have the website, thc.texas.gov. We have 42 historic sites around the state of Texas. Our agency is probably better known for the historical markers that everybody passes by, but a lot of them don't know about the historic sites division. So there's a ton around Houston for Tex Rev, and March is the perfect time to go down there. But give us some love out in West Texas. There's a lot of forts, and it's a really cool opportunity to explore Texas history and anything involving Texas history.
Great. We've got some really rich history. So, Austin, thank you again, Austin Long. We'll have your information in our post after the show. So, coming up after a quick commercial break, I will return with Save the Date announcements.
It's Kyle's last spin on his turntable from college.
Yeah.
And the first day of Kira's new career in IT. It's the last tea party for Crystal with Miss Marshmallow.
Oh, wow.
And Sarah's first day of management training at Goodwill. When you donate items to Goodwill, you help provide skills training and career placement for people seeking to realize their potential. And the things you love get to start a new life too.
When a child is fighting a critical illness, one truth touches us all. Every child deserves a childhood. A wish sparks a ripple of hope that transforms communities far and wide. And when we grant wishes together, we create a movement of kindness, strength, and unity. Become a wish maker today and be part of a journey that truly changes lives.
And as floodwaters continue to rise, thousands are left destitute.
We already see major fire spread.
Hundreds of homes have been destroyed by the wildfires, which continue to blaze. The storm barreled ashore overnight, packing 130-mile-per-hour winds.
Utter devastation. Now search and rescue efforts.
Across the country, disasters have left many in need of emergency emergency shelter.
You can help those impacted by disasters big and small. Give now.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.
More than 6 million kids in the U.S. have ADHD. Many aren't getting the support they need. At understood.org, we can help. Sometimes in class, the only thing your child can focus on are the thoughts racing through their head.
Why am I always falling behind? Why do I feel so alone?
We provide parents with the resources they need to help kids with ADHD thrive. Your child wants to thrive. Be the reason they do.
Next, some Save the Date announcements. Faculty exhibition, Jessica Kreutter. Jessica Kreutter is an artist whose work centers on themes of embodiment, memory, and transformation in the natural world. Her recent work, Collapse and Alchemy, reflects on cycles of presence and return. It's going to be March 8th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the HCC Eastside Art Gallery at 6815 Rustic Street. Next, Paint Her Legacy, Women's History Sip and Paint. Celebrate Women's History Month with a relaxing sip and paint experience. Enjoy refreshing mocktails, a curated charcuterie spread, and an empowering atmosphere where every brush stroke tells a story. It's going to be March 17th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Coleman Tower Atrium at 1919 Pressler. St. Patrick's Day Trivia. Join us online for a lively St. Patrick's Day trivia event celebrating Irish history. You'll dive into exciting categories like Irish music, the country of Ireland, myths and folklore, and more. Show off your Irish knowledge and join the fun. Winning team wins gift cards. Hosted by the Global Online Student Government Association. It's going to be March 17th from 6 to 7 p.m. It's going to be online, so check Eagle Engage for more details. Coming up tomorrow, we'll discuss the Student Success Summit, an annual event that empowers students not only to graduate, but also to succeed in life and in their chosen professions while connecting them with resources they may not even know are available to them. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.